Welcome to Blue by 90, your Michigan football podcast. We are three dudes who talk maize and blue. I'm Kalen, joined by Nate and Jack, and here we are after our first opening game of the 2019-2020 season. Michigan pulled out the victory over Middle Tennessee State.
Football's back.
Let's get it.
Week one.
I'm
hype.
I'm glad to get the win.
Glad we got the win.
Glad to get the win. Well, we got some post-game reactions. I figure we'll jump right into it. What do you guys think?
I'm happy. We got a W. I guess I can go. I can start my little rant. I'll save the second rant for later. But Charbonnet starting at running back. Did not expect that. Loved it.
That was amazing.
Loved that. Giles Jackson. He's started off with the kickoffs. That was awesome. Ambry Thomas was in there. He looked like he was healthy. We got to see a little bit of the offense. They didn't show too much. I guess people are not too happy with Shea Patterson's performance. I was ecstatic.
I heard the crowd was booing.
Well, because I don't know if you remember one series that McCaffrey was coming out and they booed because Shea Patterson. It was strange. I hate to see it, especially game one.
Come on, guys.
It's game one. Let them get some reps. Let them mess around. I don't know if they were booing the coaches or they didn't know what was going on. But I thought Patterson had a great game. I thought he had some good deep balls, especially with pressure in his face. I mean, there were balls that were right out of. Seymour still could have had a touchdown. Ronnie Bell could have had one that just tipped off his fingers.
Right.
But I was happy to see those, not underthrown. Nico Collins came down with some great catches. Love to see that. Saw a little bit of some RPO plays, which I was happy to see. Vincent Gray had a great game. Wow, that shocked me. I was really happy to see that. Jordan Glasgow, man, he was all over the field looking like a. Hope nobody gets mad at me for this, but looking like a Devin Bush 2.0. I'm not gonna say 2.0. I'm gonna say 0.9. Devin Bush 0.9. But just to see him all over the field was really cool to see. I think he'll be an exciting player that I wasn't really expecting.
No, he looked good.
That was my take.
He was out there playing, so I see where you're going with that. Nate, what are your thoughts? I know you're our pessimist here a little bit. So,
well, I messaged one of my friends who's a huge Michigan football fan, and I was like, "What'd you think about the game?" And I thought he was going to give me some crazy insight, because he's like the guru, right? And he just texted me, "Meh." So that's what I kind of felt too.
Satisfied.
It was. There was good things. There were some negative things. Yeah. I was excited to see, and one of the things I was looking for in the game was who are the guys who are going to step up who I haven't really heard their names before, right?
Yeah.
Big freshman coming in, right? Vincent Gray had an amazing game.
Right. No, that was great.
He had the fourth down where he made a stop, right? And so that was definitely a benefit.
Great goal line tackle.
Yeah. Goal line tackle. Yeah,
the emotion.
He was really aggressive for kind of a small guy. When you're looking at his stature,
he looks thin. Yeah.
He looks pretty thin, but he really did a great job. And I was excited to see somebody else where I can go okay, this is a guy we have now, right?
Right.
Zach Charbonnet was, to me, I look at that guy and think, this guy is our best running back that we might have since Chris Perry. I thought he was that good. I know Mike Hart was really good, but this Zach Charbonnet guy, he's got the speed, he's got the agility, he can sit and have some patience, right? Yeah. He can find a hole and then burst through it.
I feel like his biggest question mark was answered. Could he pass block? And he had some great pass. The pass blocking by the running backs across the board, other than Hassan Haskins.
True had a great pass block,
yeah. They were all looking awesome out there,
Mm-hmm. Well, I think that's a thing that we need now in this new offense, right? We have 5 offensive linemen, right? We don't have 2 tight ends and whatnot, so we don't have a fullback there. We need to make sure that the running backs are able to pass block. So I think it's something new for us to see, but it's definitely something that
obviously,
really,
we can perform.
Yeah. And I think, the biggest thing with True Wilson, we knew he was gonna, or I guess we all assumed he was gonna be the starting running back. Where we knew he wasn't as good a runner as Charbonnet or Christian Turner. But I think the question mark, because we weren't sure if they were going to start, was their pass blocking skills, and I think they did a great job. And now I'm nervous for Wilson. I don't think True Wilson's going to play much with these two guys if they can pass block.
Yeah. Well, I also thought that Christian Turner looked good out there too.
Yeah.
He looked a little bit quick and shifty and stuff.
Yeah, he had a couple good runs.
I'm not mad when he's in the game either. So overall, all the running back crew, I've got a lot more confidence in them, and I'm 100% on the Zach Charbonnet train.
Oh yeah.
I am just
RB1.
Give him the ball.
This is the thing that you guys have been hearing me say for a while now. We don't have a running back who's like the it guy, right? And it seems like all these other championship teams, they have like a freshman who's making absurd plays, and I feel like it's like, J.K. Dobbins to me for Ohio State, right? When he came in as a freshman, you're like, okay, that guy's really good. You know it immediately, and I feel like we have something like that with Zach Charbonnet, which I'm pretty excited about.
Yeah, and he only had 8 carries. I mean, he had that long 41-yard carry that was like, that was awesome to see.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Great.
Yeah.
Broke a couple tackles, got through the hole, had
a stiff arm. Yeah.
Oh, I love to see that. So that was cool, and he only had 8 carries. Like I said, to see him go a full game will be awesome. I'm sure we'll see more highlight plays from him.
Yeah.
But that was just really exciting for me to see. I was really looking forward to that. And yeah, Patterson, like I said, he had some good throws with pressure in his face too. I thought he put the ball in the money a couple times where it could have been caught.
I want to push back a little bit
go.
though. I do think that Shea's play was only okay. I think he's got to secure the football. He's got to like that pass to Tariq. I know Nate pointed it out, was a little bit short.
Yeah,
and he does have to lead him a little bit more. So I don't want to get. I'm not on the pull Shea out of the game. I'm not on that kind of level, but I am kind of like he does need to clean it up a little bit. It's game 1, nothing you can't fix. It's
and that's something he said after the game. Like you could tell in a lot of the guys' voices, they were like, we got to improve. Like Shea, he was talking about. He had his post game interview with John Jansen. I was listening to his podcast earlier today.
Yeah,
and he was talking about got to improve. Like can't be fumbling on the first drive of the series. Stuff like that. But again, it's like for me, it's week 1. I'm happy with what I saw. Again, go back to the Nico Collins, jump ball in the end zone that's thrown short.
Or Tariq, the Tariq one where where Tariq came back in to catch it.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah. I'm happy it was a touchdown. I'm gonna be, it's a touchdown. I don't really give a shit. But yeah, I mean, I'm happy. I am happy it's football season. I'm happy to see Shea out there.
What's your opinion, Nate?
Yeah, I think rewatching it, I was probably a little bit too hard on Shea during the game.
Oh yeah.
Looking over, it was okay, but he said it right. He's got to secure the football. A lot of the handoffs, he just seemed kind of hesitant on. I think there was maybe 2 or 3. And then he had the fumble at the beginning.
Yeah.
It was going to be a good player. It was exciting first play, and you see him run 10 yards, and then oh my gosh, and then he fumbles. But
stuff happens. Game 1, people got jitters. A lot of drop passes, stuff like that. Stuff happens, but we pulled the win out, and they know where they can improve. They're all things that can be fixed. So I don't,
And Dylan McCaffrey was exciting to me. I'm excited to see Dylan, and I think that's definitely a plus this year, right? If something happens with the quarterback, we have Dylan to go to, or if something...
I would have liked to have seen him throw the ball a little bit more. He only had 2 attempts, which was kind of,
He looks fast, though, when he's running.
I think he's probably the fastest quarterback. He's probably one of the fastest players on the field. He has breakaway speed. We saw last year where he's running away from guys.
Yeah.
He's running away from other teams' secondaries, and we know he can run. I wanted to see him throw a little bit.
Yeah.
But whatever. That's week 1.
What do you think about the 2 QB sets that they're running? You think there's any
Personally, I don't like it, but if it leads to some trick plays, that's fine with me.
Yeah,
I've got nothing against it now. I don't love it. I don't hate it.
I'm not real huge on it, to be honest. But maybe it goes somewhere. Maybe they're setting up for something. I have no idea.
See, I kind of like it because I feel like when they go into those sets, it shows us that it's not going to be like last year, right? It's not going to be boring, predictable. I guess we kind of know when McCaffrey's in there and he kind of does a sweep. He's probably he's going to get the ball,
right?
But it's definitely nice to just see them not doing anything boring.
No, for sure. Yeah,
more exciting.
Definitely, it was fun to watch. Right.
So what do you? I guess if we're talking about the offense, what the pace of play. I feel like it wasn't super go, but there was no huddle. They're getting the plays from the sideline. I think it looked a little rough at times, but I was happy to see that they're moving a little bit faster than last year.
I was glad to see it, and I think it'll be really fun to see where the offense will go from here. Because this was kind of like, if they set a 100-page book of what plays they're going to run, I feel like they maybe got 3 pages in.
Oh, yeah. So, I think there's a lot left in, the offensive playbook that they're not trying to show a lot of people. But, of course, it's week 1. You don't want to show everybody.
Exactly.
And, why waste a bunch of plays when you don't need to against, one of these, all respect to Middle Tennessee, one of these smaller teams when we don't have to. But, I'm just glad football's back. I keep saying that.
It will be exciting when the offense gets DPJ back.
That
will be really exciting.
That was kind of shocking.
Yeah.
I feel like that's very Jim Harbaugh-esque, though, right? He's not gonna say anything, and then last second.
Well, I guess our 2 starting defensive tackles were out too. I didn't expect that coming into the game. Dwumfor and Jeter were out, that position looked a little rough at times. But if our 2 guys aren't healthy, I was kind of shocked not to see Mozzie Smith and was it Chris Hinton? Is he a D end or D tackle?
Yeah.
But I was shocked to not see Mozzie Smith in there at all.
Yeah,
with those, especially a young guy beginning of the season, might as well get him in, especially with the new redshirt rule. But I'm excited to see what happens when those guys come back.
What do you think overall on the defensive performance in that game?
I thought our secondary looked. Good. I mean, Vincent Gray, I was super happy.
Right.
I was very pleased with seeing that. I don't know how I feel about Devin Gill.
Really?
Honestly, I don't know. I was just watching. I don't know.
Just not.
I'm not sold on him yet.
Yeah, Nate. Any thoughts on the defense?
It's kind of tough to
identify
one specific thing.
Khalid looked fast, though.
He looked fast.
Yeah. That was exciting.
Josh Ross had some. He was all over the field.
Yeah.
I think the defense didn't get as much attention as offense, but if you think about it, they had 21 points, and essentially 14 of them are.
Because of off turnovers.
Because of turnovers, right? So
those 14 were right off turnovers.
Yeah,
it could have been a better game, but
Hill just had a very poor game. I mean,
Levert.
Unfortunately, I mean, I think he was just out there with game 1 jitters or something because he just couldn't seem to.
I guess, which is strange because he's like a veteran guy.
That's my whole point.
I mean, he had that pick 6 ready to go, and he was just. He was frustrated about it.
And that punt just hit him right in the chest.
Yeah, that's.
I'm just like,
that was one thing with DPJ at the beginning of last year. I was like, get him off of punt returns. He could not catch a ball.
Yeah, it was scary every time.
So, that was just... let's just hope it's game 1 jitters and he comes back and he's fine.
Yeah.
But I loved Jordan Glasgow out there. He was... he was exciting.
Flying.
Him and Vincent Gray were... I was just pumped to see them kind of just running around the field, making plays everywhere.
Yeah, Vincent Gray, I'm a fan. I'm ready.
Yeah.
Let's see where he goes.
I liked Glasgow. He was like... He had the hair ready.
I think it's the hair, dude.
It's the hair. I don't know. He looked like Mel Gibson in Braveheart. Just going for it.
He's running down the hill.
Hair's just flowing in the wind. Oh, man.
That's good.
I loved that.
No, overall, I think it sounds like we're all pretty pleased with the game, mostly. Areas to improve, but, they'll open up the playbook and other players will get back in the lineup and we'll see what's going on, right?
I'm gonna start my rant.
Oh God!
Let's go, Jack. What do you got?
You ready?
Sean McCune. He caught the ball. First of all, I was pumped about that. He got a touchdown. What is he doing when he celebrates? This is his thing. I don't know what he dude. I like it. Shushes the home crowd. What are you doing?
He's always and he kind of.
He looks like an idiot.
I liked it. I was like, that's a dope.
I hate you. I hate you. I hate McCune. You guys can go hang out and hit some golf balls. That pisses me off. He does it. He did it last year. I'm like, what are you doing?
Oh,
do you not realize where you are? Like, hey. I thought I was gonna have a heart attack when I saw that happen.
I didn't even see him do that. I was too busy celebrating that he caught a ball.
I was like, oh, he caught it. Oh, touchdown. I'm like, what are you doing? Oh my God! I hate that. I hate Sean McCune.
You can do whatever you want as long as you catch the ball.
If he can be consistent and catch the ball, like whatever, shush him. I guess I'll just be annoyed. But oh God, I just can't.
Every time Michigan scores a touchdown, I'm just gonna just shush you right next to you.
Nate might not make it to week 3, guys. I'm just gonna put a pillow over his face when he's sleeping.
Oh no. No, Sean McCune, man. He came up with the catch. But he caught it and ran a little bit.
He busted through a couple tackles. They had a couple missed tackles.
I thought he was just like a big tower, right? He just catches it and leans over.
But if we are going to talk about Sean McCune, there was a drop. He did almost have a sweet catch. He jumped up in between 2 defenders. He had it. They knocked it loose. If he would have caught that, I would have probably not even have mentioned. I would have mentioned
you could
it.
forgive him.
I would have mentioned it.
You mentioned it right
I would have been much happier.
Yeah.
Would have been much happier if he caught that ball. Just
that was some good defense.
I feel like he always drops the ball. Well, anyway. I just had to get that off my chest.
No. Okay. So note to self, don't silence the home crowd.
Don't silence the home crowd.
Right. Yeah. Anybody got any other thoughts on the game? No?
No, I'm excited to see if Jeter and DPJ make it back next week. I mean, I just want to see what our defense. I want to see what our full defense healthy looks like.
Yeah, Nate.
I just feel like they had some plays that it looked a little sloppy, but
yeah.
Besides the dropped return on special teams, punting was pretty good. They had two punts that were I think within the 10.
Yeah.
Right. So that was pretty good. Jake Moody was out there, pretty consistent. Right.
Yep.
Did he have 2 field goals? 1 field goal? 2?
He and Nordin were switching off a little bit.
Well, Nordin was doing the extra points.
Right. So I think he had 1, and Nordin had however many extra points.
We had Moody was 2 for 2 with 2 field goals.
Oh, okay.
I don't know
and
why
Nordin had kicked all the extra points. Yep. Yeah. So you're right. Yeah. Moody was kicking the field goals. Nordin was kicking the extra points. Both of them were 100%.
What do you know what? Why?
What Jim Harbaugh said.
Maybe it's a confidence thing for Nordin. Just let him get the little.
He said
ones.
something about he counts 3 extra points as 1 field goal or something, and so he's gonna hopefully their numbers match up, and then they'll switch. And if somebody misses a certain amount,
leave Moody in, man. He
so
did
consistent.
better last year. He's consistent. He had a long one last year.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got a leg.
Yeah.
Leave Moody in there. I like Nordin.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Jim will do what he does. I have no idea. He's got some formula.
Yeah.
But yeah. No, overall, sounds like we're all pleased with the game. If anybody doesn't have anything else.
What do you got for next week?
Oh, for next week.
What do you think? I think it's a big blowout.
Yeah.
I watched the Army-Rice game. Rice had a chance to win it, I think, in the last minute.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just like, that's Rice, dude. if they can't win that, they should win that game by 40 points.
Yeah, I mean, I was kind of scared of Army a little bit coming into the season, just based on they had a 10-win season, then an 11-win season. But yeah, if you're winning by 1 touchdown to Rice, we should knock it out the park, really. Supposedly Don Brown's been preparing to play them for, since the spring. So defense should step up. That offense should just obliterate them. And, I mean, yeah, we should win by 40.
That's what I love. I love that you brought up the defense first, because it's something we talked about last week.
Right.
Where we have to even think about the defense. We can't just be like, oh, the offense is going to blow them out. We don't need to talk about it,
Right.
Once we see that, I want to see what Maryland did. 79-0. Just run the score up every game that we can.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I think we'll be fine.
Yeah.
No. I want to see, I'm nervous if we don't have a first or second string D tackle in there. But they're so one-dimensional where it's we should be able to just handle the rushing attack.
Right, exactly.
I think it will be concerning to me if we don't do well against Army, especially on defense, because if we can't stop the run with Army, I think Wisconsin, it's going to be a really tough game.
And that's only 2 weeks later.
2 weeks later, yeah. So, and they come off of a bye week, which I know some people are fans of. Personally, I'd rather have them get that extra game to kind of get them ready for something. So it kind of makes me a little bit, it concerns me. You play 2 kind of whatever teams, and then, you get a bye week, you get a little bit lazy, and then you come out and get hit in the mouth by Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah.
I mean, that guy's a stud. Yeah. He's a stud muffin.
He was running too. He looked really good the other day. So if we can't stop Army, you're totally right. We're going to be in trouble against Jonathan Taylor.
But that's one of those games where it will be interesting to see when we play Wisconsin, because if we can stop the run, if the offense can put up 45 points and the defense struggles, and it's 45-35, that will give me some confidence that we can do new things with this offense now, right?
It doesn't matter. We'll look like a Big 12 team, so who cares?
Whatever, just gets the
Big 12
W.
teams are getting in the playoff, right?
Speaking of Big 12 teams, anybody watch Oklahoma? I know me and Dave were watching it.
Jalen Hurts.
Oh my goodness.
Go. Meet Bama in the playoff and ruin Nick Saban. Oh, I'm so excited.
He looks so good, too.
Oh man. I want to see Jalen. I'm Team Jalen Hurts, man.
If he wins a Heisman, that would be awesome.
That would be sweet. Dude, he passed for 300 yards and
ran for over 150.
Oh my gosh, what a beast! And then he goes I'm not satisfied.
Love it.
I was holy
love it, dude. He won't be satisfied until he beats Bama.
Oh yeah, he just wants to beat Tua. He just wants to beat Nick Saban.
Yeah, I hope he does. That would make me so happy. I don't see this Bama dynasty crumble.
But that's like the thing, though. If you watch that game, that Oklahoma offense, game one, looked a lot more explosive than our Michigan offense, game one.
Well, I mean, that's pretty expected, though. With Oklahoma, I mean, we know what their offense looks like. And, like, for us, this is, like, a new offense, and I feel like everybody's getting used to it. Like, I think everybody kind of expected Oklahoma to kind of, run up a score where even we had question marks. Like,
that's true.
What's it going to look like?
No, yeah.
But if we looked like that, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, no. I think, as the more we kind of settle in, we'll continue to improve. And hopefully, by the end of the season, we'll be looking.
And even one of our top, wide receivers was out. That can make a difference.
True.
They can make a difference. I was expecting it to be a little bit more explosive, and the things that I noticed from the teams that were in the playoffs last year is that they were pretty explosive coming out the gate.
Yeah.
Right. So to see that our team is not as explosive, I don't know, is it concerning? To me it is a little bit. I'd like to see, them coming out, hitting the other team in the mouth, getting up 20 in the first quarter and just being like, okay.
Yeah, and that's another thing too where, there was at least two dropped touchdown passes.
Yeah.
There was the 2 turnovers. I mean, we left 28 points on the board, right? I mean, assuming we make the extra point. And that, it could have been 68-21. So, I mean, we play a clean game. I mean, it's a blowout, like you're saying. Like, we would expect it to be more explosive. We would have had it because, those were there were 20, 30-yard touchdown passes.
Yeah.
Where, that game could look completely different.
So it's just a sloppy play.
So it's sloppy. So I'm happy. We scored 40 points. We played sloppy, but it's like we got points on the board. We can clean up that. We can, get better with the ball security, and I'm just excited. I mean, we won. I saw things that I wanted to see, and I'm looking forward to next week.
What about the team down south? Anybody check out Justin Fields?
Yeah, I saw him. He was pretty
looked like
good.
He had a good game. I didn't watch too much of it, to be honest.
I think towards the end he was kind of little, just making some freshman mistakes.
Oh, okay.
But out the gate he was pretty explosive.
Yeah.
It just seems like they've been doing this forever, right? Since it's like Braxton Miller, Terrell Pryor.
Yeah.
All these guys.
They always have like a tall, lanky guy who can just run, pass, do whatever. I was really hoping that Tate Martell would start for Ohio State. Oh my gosh. Even watching him a little bit last year, Tate Martell, you're just like, he's not that good.
I think he's good. I just hated his attitude.
Yeah,
no. Take a little.
Well, okay, so they'll continue to improve. We'll continue to improve. Hopefully, when we meet them at the end of the season.
Yeah, if like I said, if our D line's healthy, if our secondary, cleans it up, whatever, you had a rough game. Linebackers look good. I think Glasgow's gonna have a huge year.
Yeah.
If we can control, Fields just tough, man. He's an athletic guy. He can run. He can pass. I know last week I was talking about how I just don't like his attitude, and I hope he implodes, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen, so I don't know. I'm nervous about him. He's just so athletic.
Yeah, he's everything our defense is bad at.
Yeah.
So, but hopefully we get it together in time. So, if we don't have anything else, you guys want to move on to our little news segment? Or you guys
go for it.
Go for it, dude.
Go for it, yeah.
Okay. Well, here's one piece of news that I read. Figured I'd get you guys' opinions on. Paul Feinbaum's comments this past week. You guys hear about any of this?
With sitting at the end of the bar?
Yeah. Where Paul Feinbaum said something like, here's the exact quote. To me, Michigan always seems like that guy at the end of the bar that is just running his mouth, and then he sneaks out because he knows he's about to get clocked. I just don't think there's a high level of respect for Michigan. What do you guys think about that?
I'm just confused by this comment because I watched a clip where he predicted Michigan to be in the playoff.
Right. And
I got it on our Instagram page. It's on our highlights, the hot takes. Check it out.
He said this quote, and then he said that the next day.
So it's confusing to me. Feinbaum's just all for the headlines, and sometimes I like him, sometimes I don't. It's mostly based on if he's rooting for Michigan or not. But Nathan, if you're listening, first YouTube comment. If you got any info on this, let us know. But I don't know. It's whatever. It's Feinbaum. He'll say what he wants to say. I got nothing on it.
No opinion.
He's just a hater, man.
But it's like he's a hater, and then he's putting us in the playoff. I'm confused by it.
I'm confused by it too. I really don't.
What do you got on
it? I think he's kind of full of it a little bit because I also think he's the one who pushes the narrative that Jim Harbaugh is overrated. Right?
And he's always on the hot seat.
And he's always the one who says that, right?
Yeah.
He goes like, Jim Harbaugh is blah, 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 blah. And then last year Michigan wins 10 games in a row. All of a sudden he kind of faded back. And then, boom, they get blown out by Ohio State. He comes out from the bushes going like, and he's overrated still, right? And you're like, what, dude, stick to your script or admit
you're
that
just
you're
singing
wrong.
our praises last week. What's going on?
Right. And then, so he's just one of these guys. So I don't know. He's a hater. That's right. So.
I mean, actually, I really hope like one day Michigan just wins a championship just to hear what he has to say.
Yeah, I mean, I think, I'm just going to say it every year. Every year is our year. We'll see what happens.
You'll be that good.
I'm excited. I'm excited to see how we look next week. If McCaffrey gets in the game more, I want to see him pass a little bit. I mean, Shea had 29 attempts. McCaffrey had only 2 attempts. Milton had 1 attempt. But McCaffrey had a lot of minutes out there. So, I was expecting to see more pass attempts from him.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I guess that's what I'm looking for next week. See if Glasgow can keep, making plays out there. Excited to see Vincent Gray. God, I'm just excited for these guys.
These young guys,
yeah.
No, so yeah, I guess we're all looking forward to the game on Saturday against Army. Michigan's at home. Noon game, I believe.
Noon game.
So
on Fox.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come track us down on the golf court.
Hopefully,
golf
yeah.
course,
I'm trying to be on the golf course. I got Saturday off.
Just shout Blue by 90 and we'll come running.
That's right. Yeah, follow us on Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, SoundCloud.
Yeah, we're out there on all social media. Track us down, Blue by 90. So if anybody has anything else.
I'm good. Short and sweet.
Go
See
Blue.
you guys next week.
Yeah.
Go Blue.
Go Blue.